So hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss how to create ATS optimized resume. So I create some presentation on that. So first we check the index that what are the topic we will discuss. So I am more contained in this video. So first is what is the ATS and what is the ATS optimized resume and what are the benefit of ATS optimized resume and what are the content need to build resume and what are the change required in resume content to ATS optimized resume and how can we check off our resume ATS score and make it. Now let's move the another slide. So in another slide, the first topic is what is the ATS. So ATS stands for the applicant tracking system, or it is a software for recruiter and employer to track the candidate throughout the recruitment and hiring process. Like it is one of the software that help the recruiter to track the candidate from the applying the job to selection of the up to selection in the company. So here ATS follows 7 steps. The first step, creating a job or vacancy in the company, and second step, job posted on the job portal and career page and other social media platform like LinkedIn or Naukri or Indeed. Then third step, who like job seeker who want job, they start applying through different platform, either career page of the company or other social media platform like LinkedIn, Naukri, and Indeed. So here is the fourth step are more important. So here mainly what happened, resume must start a scanning based on the several factor and keyword and give the ATS score. If the ATS score more than a given criteria, then candidate move forward for further assessment and interview. If the like a score are less than the given criteria, then get rejected only here only. So what happened that ATS mainly check the keyword and say other factor like summary and other achievement as per the job description are related to or not. If the keyword all using in the resume and the job description have that keyword are matching, then there is a chance that ATS will give the highest score and your resume will move forward. In fifth step, assessment given to candidate, like if candidate experience are less than 5 or 6 years, then assessment will there. And if the candidate is more than 5 or 6 years, then after that interview will schedule. And if the interview assessment pass, then interview will schedule. And if the interview pass, then take a candidate get higher as a rejected. So in interview also there are several interview like first technical interview, second technical interview, and then manager interview, then HR interview, that all need to pass. Let's start move another slide. So what is the ATS optimized resume? So ATS optimized resume is a resume that have highly relevant keyword and formatted which help the ATS software to easily scan without any interpretation. Okay, and so this like whatever the keyword using in resume and whatever the format font style are using in the resume, that should be like easily scanned by ATS software without any error. And in second point, this kind of resume has much better chance to get interview call and further process. Like when your score are higher than given criteria, then there is a chance that you will get the interview call and assessment for another like further process. And the third point, ATS will read your resume and then rank and score your qualification as per job description. Like ATS will scan your resume and what is the job description in their job and compare your resume and job description keyword and then give you rank, and that rank will decide that what will you move forward or not. After that, ATS optimized resume give the good score to your resume and when the scan through ATS software. Like if your resume are ATS optimized and ATS compiled, then there is a chance that ATS software will give the good score and you move forward for further process. So let's move the another slide. So slide number 5. So here are some content. What are the content need to build a resume? Like what are the requirement to have in any resume? So first name of the candidate and second designation of the candidate and then personal information. So in personal information you have to write your email ID, then your phone number, your current location, And if you have good LinkedIn profile, then you can also mention their LinkedIn link. And if you write any technical article related to your technology, your skill, then you can also mention article link there. And then you have to mention the summary like career objective. And in fourth, work experience with the company with date, like, and then project achievement in the task, like what are the work in which company you have work up to date, like from today to 2024, like that you have to mention. And then in your project you have mentioned that if you are working in any project, then what is your achievement in your project, like how you enhance your project, how you in data pipeline you increase the speed of the data pipeline, or you decrease the cost of the project, you reduce the cost, that you have to describe in project achievement tasks. And then you have to mention the technical skill. So in technical skill also there are several criteria, like you have to mention the whatever the programming language you know, like Java, Python, and another language. And then you can also mention the database what you know, and then backend framework what you know, that you have to mention several criteria. Big data framework you know, that you have to mention whatever the, if you know the cloud also, then you can mention the GCP, AWS, Azure, that all criteria you can mention. So now move the next slide, slide number 6. So here are also some, here are also some content to build a resume. So after that we can mention the achievement detail, like what is the your achievement in college time or your in company, like top performance, yeah, quarter performance, or some good performer, that all achievement if you have, that you can mention in resume. And then you can mention your education detail. So for education detail, like if you have experience more than 5 year or 4 year, then you can mention your last also like bachelor or master only. But if your experience are less than 4 year, then you can mention your whole education, like in your matric and your inter, like in your intermediate, and after the graduation what you qualify, that you have to mention. And in fourth, the certification with proper name, like whatever you certification have, that if you have any certification of, or you can take any coaching and you get the certificate, that you have to mention with proper name. And then you can also mention the soft skill. If you have a space in your resume, then you can mention your soft skill, like good communication skill, and all the whatever the soft skill you have, that you can mention. And language also you can mention, but you have the space in your resume, then need to mention the language. And then technical blog or article link, if you can want to mention, then you can mention. And third, this last one is the more important, like ideal length of the resume is different for the fresher, and for experience also is different. Like if you have the 2 to 4 year experience, then need one page resume, no need to 2 or 3 page resume. If you have up to 4 or 5 year experience, then one page are enough. And for if you have experience more than 5 years, then you can increase your resume page, like up to 2 page is enough. If your experience more than 5 years, because if you are working like 2 or 3 4 company, so there you can mention your project experience, your project achievement, all that you can mention there. Then there is a chance that your content will increase in 2 page. So you can use that 2 page. Let's move the another slide. So this one are more important slide. So here we will discuss what are the change required in resume content to ATS compile and optimize resume. So first change, we need to use the action word in your resume. Like what you should use action word like escalate, achieve, improve, speed the pipeline, or reduce the cost of the project using this technology, or implement this one program or this one library. That you have to mention excellence in the result, efficiency, data pipeline. That you have to mention some action word that help the recruiter, that you achieve in your project, you improve your project, that will attract the interviewer. And second, Do not repeat same content multiple places in a resume. Like if you are using the same content, like I build this pipeline using a Spark, then same content don't repeat multiple in resume achievement or any content. And third is use keyword related to your job description. Whatever the keyword, so here is the third point, that use keyword related to your job description. That whatever the keyword used in your job description, like whatever the skill used in your job description, that skill and keyword should mention in your resume. Like if you're in job description requirement of Python, Scala, Java, AWS, GCP, Azure, Spark, this all technology, then you have also mentioned this all technology in your resume. So there is a chance that in keyword that mentioned in resume and keyword you mentioned in job description are matching, then there is a chance that you get the high ATS score. And fourth point, don't add information that do not have any relation with your job. Like don't add your family detail on that detail that are not need to any relation in your job. And fourth is follow the proper font style and margin. Like if you are building your resume, to follow the proper font, whatever the size of the font, what the style you are using, that needs to be little professional, and make a good margin rule that you have to give. And after that, don't left much space in resume. Like don't left the much space in your resume. Like if you are making the one page resume, to try to fill using the contain whole page of the resume. Don't give, like don't spare any space after like completing whole resume. There is some space in the bottom of the resume, so that will not attractive resume, and that will left little problematic with interviewer. And after that, mention things in resume that you have to good knowledge. So whatever you know the thing, that only mention in the resume. Or either what you can do one things, if there are thing technology that you don't know, but you in your job description are mentioned, so you have to mention in resume, but after that you have to learn the things, like you have to learn the basics of that technology, then you only mention in resume. And after that, for every job you have applied, make a change in resume according to job description. Like there are different job and different job description. Like some require Python and some job require a Scala, some job require another programming language. Then you have to convert your resume according to job description. So let's move the another slide. So next slide also have some content that change required in the resume content to optimize your ATS resume. So the first point is, so the quantity word, like if you are using any technology, then how it affects your project. Like example, increase the speed of the pipeline or reduce the cost of the project. Like if you are using any library or you are using any technology in your project, then how that technology get impact. Like if you are using that technology, so is there your project will go 2x or 3x in its speed, or either you can reduce the cost of the project, either you can automate the things, that you have to mention in your resume. That will make the more highlighted for interviewer. And after that, highlight some action word in bold. Like if you create the resume, then highlight some whatever the action word you are using in your resume, like split or achieve or reduce or increase speed. That all words should be highlighted in bold letter. And after that, next point is summary of your resume little more attractive. Like whatever the summary you are mentioning or whatever the career objective you are mentioning, that look like little more attractive and look like that, yeah, you are have completed some work, and now you are also searching some good work, and you are more toward your hard and smart work. So enter the right, and in your resume, enter the right phone number, email ID, and LinkedIn link, so recruiter will be able to contact you. Like in your resume, don't mention, like don't write the wrong phone number or email ID. Like if interviewer will attract from by your resume, then try to they try to call you or either mail you. Let's go forward that you have to write the right phone number, and after that follow little more a structured representation of resume. Make some professional resume, not make some unstructured way of the resume. Little make some professional resume. And next one, make easily visibility to read to recruiter. Like whatever you are writing, that look like a recruiter will able to read the things easily. And don't make any grammar error or spelling mistake in your resume. And the last point is resume name should be your name. Like my name is Abhishek Kumar. So whatever the resume you are saving, like in PDF format, so there you can name your resume and then you write the hyphen resume. Like my name is Abhishek Kumar. So I write my Abhishek hyphen Kumar hyphen resume. That we can use. So now let's move the another slide. That one is the last slide. So here we can see how can we check of our resume ATS score and make a change. Here are the two websites where you can check your ATS score free of the cost. So let's move first website resume what. Let me copy the link first, and then I am using the Chrome, and then I paste here. Yeah, here and in this link I try to scan some resume. I make some resume. So I want to check that what is the score of the resume, and there I will give you little more understanding that how my resume score are increase and decrease. So you have the reached the free. Okay, you have reached the free upload limited. Oh, my free upload limited are completed. Like here only you can check up to 6 review. So yeah, you can check later. Let me go on another website. That is a review, perfect review. Here I can check. Copy that link. Then I will paste. Okay, let me check your score. Okay, where is the ATS? Yeah, ATS comparison. Look, I am using first this review. Let me check what is the score for this review. I don't know. My net are little slow. That's why it's taking time. Or will give 71 average you must print. And here also it give little comment of resume criteria, spelling of grammar check. That all the score it will give. And the effective resume using the action verb that already I told in previous slide. So here also you can fix your resume by using this keyword. And let's this one second review. I think the score of this resume are little less. Just I'm pausing. 71% same. Let me move another resume. This one. Yeah, it's 70. And let me move another resume. Check. Look, this one give only 68 a score. So look, every resume have different keyword and different. So depend upon your resume, it will give the ATS a score. So let me check. Let me differentiate or resume. Resume. I mentioned some good like my performance increased 14%, and I can save up to $67,000. That you all can mention using the antenna. It will save the itna dollar, and then it will perform a 14% increase in performance. And then also design and implement the real-time data pipeline to process the semi-structured data, integrate 150 million raw data from 30 plus database using Kafka and PySpark. Like using the technology, how effective that will, you have to mention like daily 2 to 125 daily active user using the new product. That you have to give the quantity, like how you are effecting this project. Then data pipeline up to 99.8% while ingestion stream that will increase using the 8 different primary data source using the Spark, Redshift, S3 and Python. That workload by 29% increase or reduce, that is mentioned. So here look, in every region the quantity like action word and some quantity are mentioned. So it increase your ATS score, and also you will get the attractive to your interviewer. Like here number you have to mention, and whatever the number you have to mention, that it will happen using your in your project, that you can mention in this. Let me check this review. Here also you look that assistant maintaining data entry in code production system and planning 6 per future report. Like you have to mention the number escalating action word in your resume. That help you as to go beyond the like recruiter, and it will more attractive to recruiter. Like here you can skill Python, Java, Power BI, that you all mention certification. If you have the mention education, then you can also mention the education that you can mention here. Same in this is my previous review. So here I look in technical skill, I may mention some criteria. Like in big data framework, I know the Spark, Hive, Scoop, MySQL, Kafka, HBase. Programming language, I know the Python, Scala, Java. Cloud services, I know the Google Cloud, and then I know the AWS, I know Azure. That all I mentioned. And here I also mentioned some E2E big data on Hadoop cluster, it will increase. That you have to mention the action and quantity word. Here I mention all my certification like Google Certify Associate, 5-star base, SQL in HackerRank. That all certification you have, that or certificate you have, you mention in proper way here only. Look, there is no space left after the bottom of the review. So it look good, and it will give the right score through ATS. And look here, I mentioned phone number, my location, my LinkedIn link, that you have all mentioned right.